Welcome back to another video. About you right there with Lucky Child, the last one standing.
Yeah, man.
And Sabi is right there. The vehicle. And today we have something very special for you. We are going to show you how we go about buying a car here in the Gambia. So I'm gonna just pause the video until we get to that place, and I'm gonna show you all the process right throughout the vehicle buying process. Sabi, come on and say hi to your people, man.
Yeah, welcome back. And today is a different thing. Today is a surprise thing. Today is a very, very, amazing thing and an amazing day, man. Because we have a different thing that is we are going to. Do you already disclose it?
Yes, we are going to buy a car.
Okay, so we are going to get a car, and then we want to take you along. Nice Gambia don't want to leave their subscribers behind, so just stay tuned, stay with us, and then you will see greater things.
And we have our big man right here, my brother, who is gonna inspect the car for us with his scanner. Where's your scanner? Okay, you see, that's the scanner that he's gonna use to inspect the car so that we know whether the car is a good buy or not. So follow us through this journey and you would not regret it. Right now we are in Westfield. You can see the Westfield roundabout right there. That is the Gambia house through the Caraba Avenue. Finally we are right there where we are gonna check these cars, and that's the actual car that we want to check. Cyber Camera Lucky Child, what do you have to tell us about this car? What does it look like?
Yeah, it look perfect, proper, good.
Nice, huh?
Nice.
And beautiful, sonic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Shine like a black diamond.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. It's a Ford Fiesta. I don't know the model year. I think it's 2012, right? Okay, and one thing that you need to do when you're here in the Gambia, when you want to buy a car, especially used cars, you're gonna check the model year and then do a few Google of that car and know the normal manufacturer defect that are usually associated with these cars or the car that you want to buy. So when you come, you'll have to do some few checks on those, whether the car is suffering those defects and so on. Okay, so yeah, we have our brother right here. This is my brother. He's gonna check for us. We're gonna do some few physical checks to see how the car looks physically, the engine behind or underneath the hood. We're gonna check that. We're also gonna do a drive test and the engine. You can open up the engine, open up the hood, so you look the hood and see how it looks, whether it is oily or it's dry. Sometimes it will be dry, but they will wash the engine to look as if there is no oil leakages. So normally, how do you know about that is it will be very clean. You will not see any dust in it. So sometimes that will give you an idea that this car has been washed. But if you look at this other one, you can see it is dusty. That means they didn't wash this engine. So the natural state of the engine will stay. You can see a few oil, but this seems to be an oil spillage right here when they were putting in the oil, or when they were pouring in the oil. So you gotta check the engine and see whether it was washed or not. This one wasn't washed, so it seems to be good because we didn't see much oil on it. We didn't see stains around it. Okay, so yep, that seems good. Though it will never be perfect, it will never be 100% perfect that you will not see any oil in it. So just see if you can go with whatever you see on the engine and check the drive test. So we're gonna go in there. Can somebody start the car? Let's see how it sounds. Sabe is the driver right there. Okay, and the starting seems to be good. It starts without any hard start. Accelerate. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that also seems good. So the next would be we want to do a drive test and also do a scanning of the car and see whether there are errors in the engine or whether there are some errors in any of the components of the car. So we're gonna close the hood. Somebody help me with that. And we're gonna jump in the car and do a drive test. Somebody, who is the driver? Yeah, we're gonna do a drive test. No, it's okay. We just tested. Our car is here. Let's go. Mata. Let's check the hood. Check behind. Oh, is the remote working, right?
Yeah.
The lock and unlock is working. Wow. Okay. All right. It's clean inside.
And this thing is very light.
Very light, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Very.
Okay. Yeah. So physically it looks nice. Though they have some few stains. You know, like this one, that one right there. But the owner, the one that wants to buy this car, seems to be okay with all that. You can also see some of the rust right there, but because they are a little bit older cars, so you would expect those ones. This one also have a small scratch right here, and if you want to go with that, it's still okay, as long as you want it like that, or you don't want it like that. But if it is okay with you, that is fine. So you just want to make sure you don't have any major dents or any dent in the car. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. So we're gonna jump into the car and see how it looks internally. You also want to see the mileage. This one is 160,000 kilometers, right? It seems to be only in its natural state. Some people will wash the car inside. This one doesn't seem to be washed, so that can be good. That can be good. It can be bad as well, as long as it's not terribly dirty inside. I think that is good, because they left the car as it is, maybe when it was coming. So yeah, that might be a sign that they are comfortable with their car. Okay. And there was an oil service light here. That means the oil needs to be serviced, so we'll need to use all that to bargain for the price. Okay, some cars will not have any lights on, but we're gonna do an OBD test, and that is, I think, where is it? There's a port called OBD2, where you use to connect your scanner to scan the vehicle for you and see if it is having any major internal issues or electronic issues, engine issues, transmission issues. This one is an automatic transmission car, so we're gonna do that next. In fact, I think we're gonna do a drive test before we do a scan test. All right, now I'm right here in the car. The AC is blowing fine. Like I was saying, it needs some oil change right there, and it was alerting that the oil needs to be changed. Okay, and always check that the car doesn't have a check engine light, and this one doesn't have it. You can see the check engine light is right here, but it's not on. And the acceleration is going very well. I'm gonna do a test drive on the highway, see how the GI is changing, because it's an automatic shifter. Okay, because I didn't put on the seat belt, that is alerting that the seat belt is not. Oh, let me just go next. My wife is fitting to me. All right, I'm gonna do a ground test, see how the we call it organs, how the suspension, the control arms is how do I say? I want to test how it is on the suspension, and also to be sure that there are no noise under the car, and that is also, that seems to be good. I'm not feeling any knocking sound. The suspension seems to be responding very well. Actually, on the screen you can see some lights blinking, but it's not blinking on real life. This is just the camera doing its thing. I'm gonna turn this way just to have more ground tests. I need to check my seatbelt. All right, so based on the drive test, seems to be good. Okay. Yeah, so I want to test the reverse. I'm gonna take it to reverse and see how that works. Okay, reverse is working fine. Like like I was saying, I'm gonna turn off the car. You can see these symbols right here. This one right here is alerting that it needs some oil change. If I turn it off and on, that's when it was alerting that it needs some oil change. Let me see whether this is gonna come up again. Okay, you can see it right there. All engine oil change due next service. So yeah, that's a good sign that we need to. It's not a check engine light issue. Like I was saying, I'm gonna turn it off and just take it to contact number 1. You can see check engine light right here. So that is not on. Some of the cars, when you want to buy them, you will see that engine light or check engine light will be on. So make sure you don't buy a car with that symbol on. So if I turn it off, all those should go off. If I turn the car, I mean that all those symbols should go off. Okay, so the drive test is good, and we tested it on a rough road. That one also was good. The AC is also blowing fine. You can see the dial right there. All that is working fine. Yeah, we can also test the radio. Let's see, where is the radio? That is on here. Okay, so the seller of the car said he's gonna fix the radio for us. Usually, I understand. He said sometimes when these cars come here to Africa, the radios should be locked, so you'll have to go and unlock the radios. So he's gonna do that with the same price. And that's our scanner guy, Mr. Scanner. And if you are buying a car here in the Gambia, you want to do any scanning, just contact him. He can do the scan and send you the fault code or show you the fault codes. So based on that, you can decide whether you want to buy the car or not. Mr. Lucky Child, are you enjoying the whole process?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm checking Mr. Scanner.
Yeah, man.
To scan it for nice Gambia.
Yeah, man.
And then he's our #1 car scanner. When you are buying car in the Gambia, or you can simply dial up his number. We will draw up his number as we usually do it, and then dial and talk to him. Then he will check a good car for you, a proper car, standard car. So his use of a badge is simply the way in case. Let me intro him.
Okay, we're having
misfire. Okay. Fuel system monitor. Okay. Computer component. Okay. Catalyst monitor. Okay. So everything seems to be okay here. No error code so far.
I cannot focus on that, but most of the, in fact, all of them are just saying okay. Yeah. So it seems to be a good car, and we want to go in for it. The owner of the car, or the one that is buying the car, is right there, but we don't want to show him his face. He's not too comfortable to be shown on this video.
So if you check the codes, there are no error codes.
Wow.
So it means the engine is in perfect shape.
Wow, that's good. That's really
No
good.
misfiring, no sensor problems.
Wow.
Transmission. Yeah, everything is okay.
Okay, so it's always good to have a scan of a car that you want to buy, because looking at it physically, you might not be able to tell exactly what is going on in the system. So hook up a scanner on a car that you want to buy, especially if it has a scanner or a scanning port, to be able to determine whether it is a good car or not. So all that we see, it seems to be a good car. Seems to be a good car. And wow, I just did a zoom on that, or what? Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and then bargain the price. The asking price is 200. How much? $240,000. That's going to be $5,000. About $4,800. $4,300. Okay. So a car this age would be about that same price, and a car about that this kind of car will be about $200,000. That's gonna be $4,000. Okay. The other one, or the black one there, would be about $2,500. Yeah, the other one there, the Golf. Okay, so it's reasonable that this is going for about 4,000 plus. Looking at the condition of the car, though it has some few scratches on it, but those ones is okay with the guy who wants to buy it. And here's the one right there, but I cannot show the face. Anyways, we're gonna go back in and I'm gonna tell you how much we finally got this car for. Okay, and it is a Sunday. The guy doesn't have his receipt book right here, but just to be on the safe side, we also want to make sure we do some write-up right there, okay, to make sure that we have a document to just to be on the safe side. How do I say this? We want to have a document that shows that we bought this car, not that the car is stolen. So we're gonna take a copy of his ID card and attach it to it, and yeah. Okay, finally we are right here in the new car or used car. And yeah, when you buy a car, in the price they will give you the number plate and also the transfer. Okay, so you'll have to go and get your own insurance, okay, or maybe you can negotiate all that when we are negotiating the price of the car. The owner of the car is sitting just right up beside me, but unfortunately I cannot show him on this video. They've agreed on a price. The last price was $240,000. Yeah, $240,000. So you can see how expensive cars can be here in the Gambia. So if you are into a car business, you can try and bring a lot of cars, and you can see how fast these cars can be sold in here right here in the Gambia. They are used cars. Oh, and now the owner of the car is happy, and you know what is going on? We want to come and enjoy ice cream right here in Iceland. In Iceland. Yeah, so let's feed our stomachs with a beautiful ice cream in Iceland. And this is one of the best places where you can get an ice cream here in the Gambia. They have multiple different flavors. I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna take the people inside, but just to show you the ice creams and the flavors that they have. And that is the Iceland. I'm not gonna show you people like I said, and I'm just gonna show you the different flavors that they have right here. See the beautiful ice creams. I love this shop. Really love this shop. So they have multiple different flavors. Can I have Oreo, vanilla, and cocoa pine?
All separate, one scoop.
Yes, one scoop. And that is one of my favorite. There's another one right there called vanilla. You have Oreo. Where is Oreo? Where is Oreo?
Vanilla.
I didn't see Oreo here, or maybe that's inside. And they can make it for you in a cone, or maybe in, how do you call it? Cup, or in a cup.
This is half container.
Half container. 1 liter. And how much? Do you want to say how much it is costing?
The half liter, 350.
350.
The one container is 600.
600. And this is $100. And when you also put it in a cone, it's $100. So that is Iceland, the best place to get your ice cream. Kaskana, Yusufa, Saibe, Lucky Child, inside Iceland.
The ice cream, the number one ice cream center in the Gambia. Right at the moment, it's located on Caraba. I will get into Baka, Iceland. When you visit Iceland, you have amazing ice creams. You know what I mean? So, sure place so nice. Sorry, I hope Sari is enjoying.
Cocoa pine, that's mine.
Just
Yes.
That's so nice Gambia. Yeah, because this place is too nice Gambia. Visit this place. Oh.
Okay.
I might type that.
Yeah, and that's the car park right there. There was another car right there, and that was gone. This one also is already gone. Yeah, so if you have, yeah, it's a nice car. It's a nice car. Our car scanner, the last man standing,
Yeah, man.
and the general, Lucky Child.
Yeah, man. 5-star general.
Close the video.
Marshal. Simply the way I'm forward always. You know, I forgot to ball up and big up my people, my loved ones, my subscribers all over the worldwide nation. Simply the way. And big up to my lovely people down in England, you know. Can't forget to ball up England, Germany, Manchester United. Can't know. Big up and salute. Lovely people down in Manchester United. All over the world, salute and honor to people them who love and subscribe to Nice Gambia and the people them who give us courage. We are moving further forward always to make a bigger name for the Gambia, our homeland. We stand for your work and pray that all may live in unity. As I always said, we do bigger things and we cover bigger things that none of them cover. And some of them are trying to cap and copy we, but we not try and cap and copy them. We not watch them, we not watch them, none of them style. But we are trying to educate the younger one them and try to promote the Gambian business and try to show out the beautifulness and the oneness of Africa or the oneness of Gambia, oneness togetherness forward. Always here is this kind of man, Yusuf Abaji. Dial up his number simply the way. Skills and talent forward always, you know. It's an IT specialist, you know. Forward always. So simply the way I myself and Sabe here and Abaji, the king of Nice Gambia, and the Field Marshal, the 5-star general of Nice Gambia, the last man standing of Nice Gambia. I man salute to the four corners of the world. Subscribe to be part of and to develop Africa to the next level. Salute. Red, white, blue, white, green. At top of the Asorong.